to them.
I don't know why
Number
they
one,
that, but in as much
don't
as I know
tell
that
them
is not
about your body count.
The point they have a forgiving heart.
Body count. You all know what
women
body
have
count
the
is.
forgiving heart more than
Don't
men.
tell
Your
them
age.
about how
So in
many
this
people
case,
you have
health,
slept with.
it's for the men.
I don't
If
know.
your girlfriend, your health
few
helps
people
you,
do
very
that,
big
but
role
I
in the
think it's
act play here.
childish.
Through a
There's
phone,
no way a
how
matured,
casual having
responsible
sex,
man will be bragging
doing
about his
shitty
body
things.
count.
There's no way you're 50-something and you want to do
It's
what
something you
you
should keep personal.
with
Whatever you have
something.
between you and your
Doesn't work
partner,
like that.
or whatever you have with your
But
exes,
you have
it's
to
not something
admit
you should
that
come
it's
out
healthy.
and say
I
to
did this
when
your
it comes to sex.
girlfriend.
So
that
number
you're
one,
actually
You only bring out what
currently
you're
dating.
don't
your
be
nutrients.
Not even to your girlfriend.
until
That
you
is
eat
not
you're wrong,
something
you're
you talk
wrong.
about.
You cannot even
There's
go
nothing,
for 2 rounds.
But some people
you
use
can
it
do
and
about
brag.
You're wrong.
I see
You
it
cannot
as
go for
childish.
2
Don't be
rounds.
defensive.
And
We have
before you
people
go
who
for
love
2 rounds,
arguments.
I don't
You
know
did
they
this,
brag
no,
because
I
they
didn't
want
do
their
it.
fellow guys to
Rush,
say
but you did it.
to hail
You
them
start
or
being
to do
defensive.
something.
Women
I don't
hate
know.
that.
You're not gonna get paid.
Whenever you do,
some people,
yes,
This is not
your
something to be
partner
proud
caught
of.
you
I mean,
cheating. The greatest
your
thing
personal
you can
life,
do
your
to yourself
sexual
this in
intercourse,
seven
the
days
people
time.
you've
Keep
been
short.
with, people
Why
you've had
she
an
finish?
affair with.
But when
I
you
think that
see
should
a
be a
quickie,
secret. And that is why
you
I
know,
believe
keep
you
short.
go
Why she
When you
just
see
behind
a
closed
quickie,
doors
a quickie,
to do whatever
you know,
thing
you don't
you
have
have
to
to
be
do.
defensive.
So why
Calm
would
down.
you
Your
go behind
front, your
closed door
here.
and do
And
whatever
if
you
you
want to
see,
do
if
and
you
come
know
out and
Being
start
defensive
bragging?
makes her feel like you're not even sorry for what you've
a
done.
blink
In
of
as
an
much
eye,
as you want to be
actually
open to a
stolen.
new
You have to
relationship,
look like
in as much as
if
you
the
want to be
parent
open
is
to
running
a
from
relationship.
little
You
There are
have to
some
make
things you don't
her
have to
believe
tell
that
them.
have a quickie.
this is the
So
most
whenever you tell a
wasn't
woman
planning
secretary in the
that
office, I
you've
don't
slept
have
with
anything
so many
to say
women,
about
she will
it.
see you as a
all I gotta
womanizer.
say
And
is
you
sorry.
never go for second round.
I mean,
When you
there's
start
no
being
even
defensive,
point talking
you
about
think,
it.
okay,
If you
you
say
think
three,
he
she'll
did
be
it
like, oh,
because
I'll
he
be the
knows-
four. If
he
you
knows
say
how to
10, she'll be like, oh,
submit
he's
to
a
your
womanizer.
system.
This is not
You have to
something
be
you
normal.
should talk
Just
about.
for you
don't
to
be
go for
defensive.
I mean, I believe you
Let
have
her
some
talk.
things,
Let her
some
talk.
So just because
interesting
you're
aspects
older
of your
now,
lives that you want to do
and because
together.
you
And
go
the next one is
3
Actually,
rounds when you were younger,
you need to
that
give
is
her
a
time.
total
and you
turn
feel you
off.
can even go more
So
than that.
whenever,
because
if
you're-
you have
don't
been
be
doing that,
defensive.
I
You
think
need to
that
give
we
her
should
time.
accentuate a woman will always
Because you
look
need to
down
have
on
you
you
have to
whenever you
adjust
say
with
In
your
a
body.
situation
No matter
where
how
you
healthy
in
you
the same
are,
house,
there
that
is no
is
way
not
you
a
go
bad
for
thing.
first
That's
round
not something to
and
be proud
immediately
of.
you can
go
wake
for
her
second
all
round.
by 12.
Especially
And the
when you're
next one
aging.
is,
Because you
I
have
know
to
I'm
be
and the
of
next
our
one
parents
is
who
number
don't
two.
sleep at
and
night.
process.
Do not talk about how
and
great
that's why
your
sometimes
ex
you're not
was.
angry, you're not
When you
happy,
have
you're
sex
just there.
and your
Do not talk
partner
about
is
how
paying attention to
romantic
whatever
or
you
how
don't
your
want,
sex
like,
or how your
let
fun
calm,
time
let
was
body.
with your
And
ex.
somebody
It's not
just
too
If your
busy.
girlfriend,
That's
if your
where you get
ex-girlfriend
the
was
sense
that
into
amazing,
her, or you get
she wouldn't
talk
have
about
we
been
hardly
your
out of
ex-girlfriend.
10, I would say we
Show
have
There's
have
no how
1%
you come out and
people
start
that will
telling
just
your
let her know how
girlfriend,
deep
or you come out and start
person
telling
you
your
are
boyfriend,
about
your
what
boy,
you did.
your ex-boyfriend was
And never
this,
erected
this,
and
this.
I said
If
never
he was
you put
actually
the blame and say
you
you
won't be here
caused
today.
it.
You don't have to
calling
stress
him an
yourself.
And that is why
I
she's
believe
gonna
he's
get
if he's
peace
that
and end the
perfect,
relationship.
if he's so
Not
good.
enjoy.
I say you
Then
should
why-
give her
why
time.
did
I
you
didn't say
leave?
go for
Understand
3
what I'm
months, go
saying.
for
Your
2
past
months.
is your
You
past.
enjoy it.
Past
She
the
just need a
present.
few
It
little
makes
time.
But when
your
it comes to
girlfriend
the
feel
process
so
whereby
At that moment
you're
where
stressing
you're
yourself,
and you
you're
make
being
her feel like she's not
uncomfortable.
worthy
Get where you're
for you
going
to
to
compare her with
That's
your
where
ex. There's
you're
no woman that
enduring
wants to
sex
compare
and
her with an
enjoying
ex.
sex.
We
Think
don't even
about what
want to
happened.
talk about
To
it.
think
And
about
it has
that
to
you
do
said
with
you're
there's no
fine.
use.
hormonal balance.
It's not
If
your
there
fault.
was a use
Not
that you would be with
retaliate,
her,
Because
actually
all the
make her
sex and
believe
everything,
that
the coming
you make
and
her
the
feel like
releasing
she's
and
not
everything,
worthy, like she
the
feels so
segment and
empty.
everything is coming
I
out
think he
from your
didn't
body.
intend to
So
hurt
please,
you.
What you give
whenever
to
you
your
have
He
a
didn't
exactly
intend
what
for
you're
me
I
getting
to
know
hurt
it's
you.
one
It's
and
just
new
a
one, you're
pick
trying
and
to
go.
build us
So
from.
He got caught.
Keep
and
your
healthy
ex
being
out of it.
nutrients.
About
It
her,
doesn't
how
give
she
you
cook
back.
good food,
So that's
how
why
she
you
was
see
make
when
her
you
feel
go
like
for
your
your first
family,
round,
how
find
she
it
gives
very
you
difficult
money,
to go for
or
the
how
second round.
good she was
And
in
the
sex.
next one is
which is
Please,
actually normal.
like
to
I
do
said,
not
you
talk
give
about
you
her
have
your
people that
ex-girlfriend.
normally actually made like that.
Let's
Women, they
go
tolerate
forward
cheating
ever
more
and
than
backward
men.
never. If she was that good,
I don't know
because of
why
the media
men,
talking
because
about
They
maybe
her.
hardly have the
their
heart to forgive.
recovery
So when the
process
next
is
one
very
is
short,
your family
or their
is
They
recovery
hate it
process
when they
is
I
feel
very
believe
like
this is
long.
someone
going
you
after
love,
That's why you
and
see
somebody
people,
and they
most
think
of them,
in
they
the
don't have
nearest
trust in
future
each
you
other. They
want to have
do
something
overnight,
great. You
or
want to
when
end
you
up
treat the
living
recovery
So when your
process,
girlfriend
when
catch
they
you
sleep
cheating,
overnight,
But the
and
thing
they
is,
woke
you
up
just
early morning,
never know
don't
what the
defend
future
yourself.
holds.
Make
for
her know
someone.
that you're sorry.
You don't have
So
to
that
try
has to
in
do
as
with
your
your
much
kind of
personal
body is
family
family life
to give
into
her
a
a
what
little
relationship.
taste.
the
You don't have to
nutrients
tell
really
them all the conflicts.
Food
is actually what's
in
going
the
to
Don't go too
determine
relationship.
far.
how
Because
the
at that moment,
process
Whatever
she
it is
will
about
take
your
you forever.
family, in as
And it
much
doesn't
as
also
she's
have
not
to
married
be
to
the
her,
aging
and
and
you
the
never know what tomorrow
Not
might
your
hold.
hormonal
husband. You need to
balance
You
just
might
and
be
what
wanting
she
to
is.
marry her, but
But
maybe
don't
she
just
is
go
your
like that.
wife.
There
She
are
needs
these
Do
you
things that
around
are
not
just
bring your
family
family
you cannot
issues
cut
She
them
into
needs
your
to get a
personal
grip of herself.
relationship.
She needs to
At
take
the
care
end
of
of
these
everything,
things.
she
And
might just
sometimes
mock
you just
you
wonder
or
why
look down on
you
your
just
family.
come
make you,
before you
insult you.
you're
Just
already
come
there.
talk to her
Like
friends
the
about
1
how
minute
your
man,
family is
admit
and how
you're wrong.
sometimes
And
you
anxiety,
have a
very,
conflict
very sorry.
or violent
Anxiety.
family.
You met this
Do
person,
not
or
tell
you want to
her
let this
how
person
the
that
other
it
day
wasn't her fault.
your
It's been a
mom
while,
caught
you've
your
been
dad
wondering,
cheating,
you've been
or do
dreaming,
not tell
and
her
how is
about
it
the
gonna
other
be with
day where your
this person?
dad
Just
caught
a
your mom
mistake.
cheating,
And when you come,
or where your
it's
mother
time for the other
husband's wife
girlfriend to
to
call her in front
rebel,
of her,
or
without
how
break
the
the
government
relationship,
came
or
to
send
take
her
over
the
the house
message,
because of some
send her
low
the anxiety,
or some
you
thing.
her every her know
They
that, and so you only take well
girlfriends.
is
And
you
these
have to
are
give
also
her that
what there
assurance
are
that
some
you're
secrets you have to just keep
before you
them.
go for
That
1,
is
2,
if
3.
you want
You
it,
don't
you're
have to
there
open
already
up
because you've
everything
been
because
eager.
you might be doing it
Something
at a
you
good
want
way.
to
You
do,
want
better
to
go.
open a
Name
new
it,
book
because she's
chapter
gonna
in
hinder
your
all
life
this
and
and
it's going to
learning
be
has to do
clean.
with the mind.
she
But
will
that
not
is not what
And
afford
it
you
has to do
when
with
you
your
start a
partner.
do the same
relationship,
thing.
even when
We
you
don't
are
just
If you are
in a
not there
relationship
to
that
take
you're not
sex is
sure
not
you
you
just
what
want
want
to
to
use
come and do
marriage
your
when you
for.
meet
whatever
someone
and go. I
Some
think
sex
it's
is
things
time for you
are
to be
better
relationship.
kept
but
unsaid.
sex is all
Don't
about the
forget
mind.
what
You
I'm
must
trying to
stay
say.
with her,
How
you
do
Though.
you
have to
feel
Because
about
at
the
the end of
relationship?
everything,
that means you're
she
meant
might
to
You've
just
been having
block you
sex,
when you're
yes,
about
beware
to
of those
yes,
things.
tell her
But
friends
there's
women
this
about it.
special
I had
You are
person
not
that
going to be
they
happy
there
hate
has to
about
it
be
it.
when
this
you just
It's your
leave
boundary.
it
family issue.
and you make them
It
feel
has
like
to
they
do
are not
with the
watching,
mind.
Yours,
that
it's
there's
bothering you.
something they are
There
not
has
You're
to
going
doing.
be
to talk
this
about your
chemistry,
issue.
Maybe
this
Maybe you
something
just
they are
pray
not
for me.
doing good.
Oh, I'm
like
Just
sorry.
sit down
I'll
and
be
talk to
molding
you
them.
understand
tomorrow.
what
If
I'm
you
Our
have in a
family
relationship,
you
issue,
all have
I
sex,
can share
you
with
know
and
what
you.
I'm
at some point
I
you
will
it
feel
has
talk
to
that
be
tomorrow.
there's
two
no
So that
ways.
is
vibe,
it.
I'm having
you're not
Let them have
liking
to
whatever
open up
and
happens.
some
keep
other
it a
people
Try
can
secret.
just
communicate.
It is a
stay more love
secret.
because they
Communication,
And the
like
let's
you
next
put it
to
one
at the
is
first
person
thing.
they're doing
your
this.
finance.
Whatever is
Something they
happening,
cannot
Your
sit
cover
finance.
down and talk.
because
I
I
mean, I don't
love
even
this
have
person
to
And
I'm
tell
doing
talk.
you
this with.
this.
There's this
What is
connection. There's
Because
happening?
most of
You're
men
I
drifting
don't
away.
just
don't
want
Why
tell
is
you
to
how
look
much
at you,
happening?
I
they
want
earn
to
in
know
a
you
month.
about you. I want to fuck
Are
you.
we okay?
It
Are
has
we
Most
to
good?
come from
wives
the
don't
mind.
Do
actually
you
know the
There
want
has
to
to
exact
be a
see
money her
me? Is
husband
there
earns
we
in
something
a
have
you
month.
men
need?
that don't just
But I know
am
Am I
there's
I
a
from
lacking
few
yourself
something
and
girls
just
that
somewhere?
actually
don't
want
give
to
her
go
all the
with their
fuck.
girls and
Ask
they
her
will
if
say,
you're
hey,
lacking
I
something
earn
before you enjoy
500,000.
sex.
Some of them
Relationship
just
is
want to
a
know you because they want to
two way
brag.
things.
Some
You
of
have
them
to
kuma,
free your
Either you are
mind
that you're
drifting
because
away.
doing
they
Hi
feel
everyone,
since
your
you're my
welcome
husband,
hormones,
to
I
Sister
should
whatever.
just
Vashi.
treat
My
My
you.
name
name
is
is Maza
Nana
But the
Khadija.
thing
I
is,
am
at
in
the
feel
end,
like
it's
a
going to
video.
backfire.
This the
Like
problem
Right now,
now.
it's
enjoy comment
whenever she
sections
asks
like
you
I've
for money, you put
said.
it in
So
Always
and
here
she
to
knows
read
how
your
if you
much you
kind
comment
of
earn.
go
and we're
for
gonna
some
rub
The person,
you
she
don't
might just
forget
end
you
up
love
losing the
advert
relationship
the
because
you
she
have
money.
knows
you
you
want
have
to
the money
advert
It's
no
your
matter
you
what
choice.
it
want to
is,
It's your
give her
health.
that
for
you're
some
gonna
reason
Advise
that
it to you.
she doesn't know.
So it's
and
not a
I
big
think
deal. If you
Whenever
money,
you
go for
tell her
someone that
about the
will
money,
okay.
sometimes she might just
You don't
brag.
have to go for
Say
someone
this
that
is
wants
for
to
me,
be
that's why he
overjoyed and
tells
not
me that
endure.
I just feel like her dad
mothers
is
like
losing because
mother.
you are
So
richer than her and maybe you just want to show
it has
off,
to do
and
with
when
your
she needs
mood.
something you're not there
Parents
for
in
her.
general.
An angry
Or
man
maybe
cannot
your money
cannot
less
accept.
than hers, she'll be
You
like,
have to be in a good
he's here
mood.
to pick my money,
The
blah blah blah.
environment, the
So that is
system,
it. Your
the
financial
time,
status,
the
you don't share with
surroundings, the
nobody.
music,
You don't share with
everything
nobody.
around
You don't
it
have to.
has to connect.
I mean, you hardly see
before
a
you
woman
enjoy
asking
sex.
how much you earn in a month because
So
we
next
know
time
the
you're
rules.
trying to ask
No
why you
guy say
cannot
the
go for
exact
second
money.
round,
So
and
many
maybe you
guys
see
are
your
being
friends
paid
going more than that.
200,000, but they just
It's
go to their
normal.
wives and say, "I've been paid."
You don't have to go and take medications that will
and not
kill you. You
because
don't
of
have to take
anything, because
medications
they
that will
don't
make
want
you
you to
suffer.
feel like
That
they
medicine
earn some
works for
personal
only
things. He
few
might just
times,
use the money for,
few days,
and now
few
you're
months,
expecting him to
and the
put on the
repercussion
200,000 naira
is at
on a
large.
table to budget everything of the month.
Just
But that is
enjoy
not
it,
good.
then
Do
enjoy
not
it.
tell your wife, your hobbies,
So
your
it's okay if
girlfriends,
you cannot go
anybody
for second
about
round.
your financial status.
Just make sure you
For
give it your
security
best.
purpose and for peace
Just make
to
sure
reign.
you're doing it with the
And
right
the next
person.
one is
Just make sure. Hello, good morning. Welcome to our next episode. I am Nana Khadija, your favorite host. Well, today we are going to talk about why it is difficult to go again after one round. So today we'll be talking about sex in general. Sex is a connection between two partners, both parties. Until you agree, she agree, you cannot enjoy sex. So you've been wondering, we have all been wondering why it's so difficult to go again after one round. Sometimes you're just done, you just need to rest for your body to come up again. But that is not actually the point. The point is, it has to do with your age or your health. Your health has a very big role to be played here, and your age have a bigger role to be played. There's no way you're 50 something and you want to do what you were doing when you were 20 something. That doesn't work like that. you have to eat healthy. You know, when it comes to sex, you only bring out what you've been eating, your nutrients. So until you eat healthy, you cannot even go for 2 rounds. You cannot go for 2 rounds. And before you go for 2 rounds, sex is not what you just rush into and stop. No. You have to take your time. And that's why you see some people, they planned for sex. And they say, okay, we're going to do this in 7 days' time. But when you just see a quickie, you know quickie. When you see a quickie, you know it doesn't need a second round. And if you notice quickie, it's very short. Before a blink of an eye, it's actually stolen. A quickie. It's either a parent is running from his little child, that's when they have a quickie, or a boss with his secretary in the office, and that's when you see quickie happens. And then you never go for second rounds when it comes to quickie. So it has to do with your health, and it has to do with your recovery system. You have to recover for you to go for a second round. So just because you're older now, and because you go 2-3 rounds when you were younger, and you feel you can even go more than that because you're old and you can take medications that will ruin you. You have to adjust with your body. No matter how healthy you are eating, there's no way you go for first round and immediately go for second round, especially when you're Asian, because you have to recover. The recovery process is very good. And that's why sometimes you see when you have sex and your partner will just turn around. He doesn't want, like, let me be. And somebody, you just see he starts snoring. He's already sleeping. We hardly, out of 10, I would say we only have 1% people that will just go for the first round, and after coming, they are still erected and they can go for the second round. You don't have to stress yourself. Sex is meant to be enjoyed, not endured. Understand what I'm saying? It's meant to be enjoyed, not endured. So when it comes to the process whereby you're stressing yourself, you're being uncomfortable to get where you're going to, that's where you're enduring sex and you're not enjoying sex. And it has to do with your hormonal balance. Because all the sex and everything, the coming and the releasing, everything, the segment and everything is coming out from your body. What you give to your body is actually what you're getting right now. So when you don't give him good and healthy nutrients, it doesn't give you back. So that's why you see when you go for the first round, you find it very difficult to go for the second round, which is actually normal sometimes. We have people that are normally made like that, they are created like that, they can never go for 2 rounds. Because of me, because maybe their recovery process is very short, or their recovery process is very long. That's why you see people, most of them, they don't do, it's either they do at night, or when through the recovery process is when they sleep overnight and they wake up early morning around 6 o'clock to go for the second round. So that has to do with the kind of body you have, what you eat, the nutrients you eat is actually what's going to determine how the process of recovering is. And it doesn't also have to do with the aging and your hormonal balance and what you eat. It has to do with gene. There are these things that are just part of us, we cannot cut them off. There are these things, and sometimes you just wonder why you just come and before you know, you're already there, like the 1 minute man. Sometimes anxiety, you met this person or you want to do this thing, it's been a while, you've been wondering, you've been dreaming, how is it going to be with this person? And when you come, it's time for action. Before you know, you're there without anything, because your anxiety, you're eager. So your body system is in that eager mode that before you put inside or before you go for 1, 2, 3, you're there already, because you've been eager. It's something you've wanted, it's been in your memories. All these things has to do with a mindset, and it has to do with the partner too. We don't just enjoy sex. Sex is not what you just enjoy when you meet somebody like that. Sex has to do with the mindset. Sex is all about the mind. What do you feel about this person? You've been having sex, yes. You come, yes. But there's this special person that there has to be this bonding. It has to do with the mind. There has to be this chemistry between you two. Like, you understand what I mean? You all have sex, you know what I'm saying. It has to do with this. Who is this I'm having sex with? And some other people can just stay more longer because they like the person they are doing this with. Some, they cannot come because I love this person I'm doing this with. There's this connection, there's this bond. I don't just meet you on the street and I say I want to have sex with you, I want to fuck you. It has to come from the mindset. There has to be a connection. We have men that don't just pick women from the gutter and just say, I want to do this, how much is your money? Before you enjoy sex, it has to be with someone you're comfortable with. You have to free your mind and your brains. Your hormonal system, everything has to know that I am in the mood for sex before any of you can enjoy sex. So, if you cannot go for second round, even with the person you love, it's your hormonal system, it's your age, it's your health, it might be in your gene. So it's not a big deal if you cannot go for second round, it's normal. You don't have to go for second round. Sex is meant to be enjoyed and not endured. So it has to do with your mood. An angry man cannot have sex. You have to be in a good mood. The environment, the system, the time, the surroundings, the music, everything around it has to connect before you enjoy sex. So next time you're trying to ask why you cannot go for second round, and maybe you see your friends going more than that, it's normal. You don't have to go and take medications that will kill you. You don't have to take medications that will make you suffer. That medicine works for only few times, few days, few months, and the repercussion is at large. Just enjoy it, then endure it. So it's okay if you cannot go for second round. Just make sure you give it your best. Just make sure
So I'll be mentioning out some few things
you're protecting yourself.
you should never
protected.
expose to
Thank
your
you everybody
girlfriend
for watching.
or your wife.
I still remain your favorite host,
They
Nana
should be a
Khadija.
secret.
And this is all we've got on
It's not everything you
why
share with your loved
you find
ones.
it difficult to go for a second
In
round.
as much as you want to be
Don't
open,
forget to comment, like,
there are
and
some
even
few things
share.
you should never ever
Share
say
your
to them.
opinions. Let's talk.
Number one,
Let's rub mine.
don't
me what
tell
you
them
think.
about your body
Okay,
count.
hi everybody. Welcome to your favorite
Body
show.
count. You all know what body count is. Don't tell them about how many people you have. So I'll be mentioning out some few things you should never expose to your girlfriend or your wife. They should be a secret. It's not everything you share with your loved ones. In as much as you want to be opened, there are some few things you should never ever say to them. Number one, don't tell them about your body count. Body count. You all know what body count is. Don't tell them about how many people you have slept with. I don't know, few people do that. I think it's childish. There's no way a matured, responsible man will be bragging about his body count. It's something you should keep personal. Whatever you have between you and your partner, or whatever you have with your exes, it's not something you should come out and say it to your girlfriend that you're actually currently dating. Not even to your girlfriend. That is not something you talk about. But some people use it and brag. I see it as childishness. I don't know, they brag because they want their fellow guys to say, to hail them or to do something. I don't know. You're not going to get paid. This is not something to be proud of. I mean, your personal life, your sexual intercourse, people you have been with, people you have had an affair with, I think that should be a secret. And that is why I believe we go behind closed doors to do whatever thing we want to do. So why would you go behind closed door and do whatever you want to do and come out and start bragging? I've slept with so. In as much as you want to be open to your new relationship, in as much as you want to be open to your old relationship, there are some things you don't have to tell them. So wherever you tell a woman that you've slept with so many women, she will see you as an womanizer. I mean, there is no even point talking about it. If you say 3, she'll be like, oh, I'll be the 4. If you say 10, she'll be like, oh, he's a womanizer. This is not something you should talk about. I mean, I believe you have some things, some interesting aspects of your lives that you want to do together, but that is actually a no-go area. That is a total turn off. So whenever, if you have been doing that, I think you should absent from it. A woman will always look down on you whenever you say you have slept with so many women. That is not a priority. That's not something to be proud of. So, and the next one is number 2. Do not talk about how great your ex was. Do not talk about how romantic or how your sex or how your fun time was with your ex. If your ex-girlfriend was that amazing, she wouldn't have been your ex-girlfriend. There's no how you come out and start telling your girlfriend, or you come out and start telling your boyfriend, your ex-boyfriend was this. If he was actually that, you won't be here today calling him an ex-boyfriend. I believe if he's that perfect, if he's so good, then why did you leave him? Your past is your past. Face the present. It makes your girlfriend feel so insecure, and you make her feel like she's not worthy for you to compare her with your ex, with an ex. We don't even want to talk about it. There's no use. If there was a use, then you would be with her. You make her feel like she's not worthy, like she feels so insecure. So please, whenever you have a relationship, an old one, a new one, you're trying to build up something, please keep your ex out of it. About her, how she cooked good food, how she was good with your family, how she gives you money, or how good she was in sex. Please do not talk about your ex-girlfriend. Let's go forward ever and backward never. If she was that good, we are not going to be here talking about her. And so on, the next one is your family issues. I believe this is someone you love and you're thinking maybe in the nearest future you want to have something great, you want to end up living the rest of your life. But the thing is, we never know what the future holds. So you don't have to bring your personal family life to your relationship. You don't have to tell them all the conflict in a relationship. Whatever it is about your family, in as much as you're not married to her and you never know what tomorrow might hold, you might be wanting to marry her, but maybe she isn't your wife. Do not bring your family issues into your personal relationship. At the end of everything, she might just mock you or look down on your family, make you, insult you, even talk to her friends about how your family is and how she cannot be with you because you have a conflict or violent family. Do not tell her about the other day your mom caught your dad cheating, or do not tell her about the other day where your dad caught your mom cheating, or where your mother was slapped by his sister or whatever, or how the government came to take over the house because of some loan or some things. There are some things you don't tell to your girlfriends, and these are also part of them. There are some secrets you have to just keep them. You don't have to open up everything because you might be doing it at a good way. You want to open a new book chapter in your life, so you want to be plain, but that is not what you see when you're starting a relationship, even when you are in a relationship that you're not sure if it's going to lead to marriage or not. Some things are better kept unsaid. Don't forget what I'm trying to say now, because at the end of everything, she might just mock you one day about it or tell her friends about it. You are not going to be happy about it. It's your family issue. Keep it personal. It's yours. It's bothering you. I cannot talk about it with you, but just pray for me. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll be moody tomorrow. I have a family issue I cannot share with you, but I'll be fine. I will see you tomorrow. So that is it. You don't have to open up. Keep it a secret. It is a secret. And the next one is your finance. Your finance. I mean, I don't even have to tell you this because most of men don't tell you how much they earn in a month. Most wives don't actually know the exact money her husband earns in a month. But I know there are some few good people that actually want to open up to their girlfriends and say, hey, I earn 500,000. Some of them just want to do it because they want to brag. Some of them, Kuma, they do it because they feel, since you're my girlfriend, I should just open up to you. But the thing is, at the end, it's going to backfire. The problem now is, whenever she asks you for money and you couldn't give her, and she knows how much you earn, you're going to be a bad person and you might just end up losing the relationship because she knows you have the money. You just don't want to give her for some reasons that she doesn't know. And whenever you tell her about the money, sometimes she might just brag because he earns more than me. That's why he tells me that. And she might just feel like her guard is losing because you are richer than her and maybe you just want to show off. And when she needs something, you're not there for her. Or maybe your money is less than hers. She'll be like, he's here to pick my money, blah, blah, blah. So that is it. Your financial status, you don't share with nobody. You don't share with nobody. You don't have to. I mean, you hardly see a woman asking how much you earn in a month because we know the rules. No guy say the exact money. So many guys are being paid 200,000, but they just go to their wives and say, I've been paid 150. And not because of anything, because they don't want you to feel like they earn some personal things he might just use the money for. And now you're expecting him to put on the 200,000 naira on a table to budget everything of the month. But that is not good. Do not tell your wife